Hey lovelies, so you've been wondering why your pixie never really looked gorgeous. I think you should watch this video to the very end to see what you're not doing correctly. Okay, a pixie can be very gorgeous, it can be customized, it can be any and everything. Let's just go through this video together without much talk. So yeah, this is an Afrobeat. I think I've forgotten the name of this one, but Afrobeat Deja Vu. You can get Deja Vu, you can get Passion, you can get Fashion Girl, and all of that. There are a number of them in the market. Just make sure the texture is good. Now, after bringing it out of the pack, see what I'm doing? I'm just holding it together. It's folded in four pieces. So hold it together and trim off the ends even before you open it up. This way, you are not going to mix up the directions. You know, the four parts is facing inwards and outwards. So you want to make sure each unit you're taking is facing the same direction. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but yeah, that's what I mean. Just after that, you want to split one weft in two. You want it very light. It's a skull cap, so it should actually be flat and give you the shape of a skull. Okay, split one weft in two, and there you have it. I'm doing a second one just for the purposes of additional info, so you just get to see what I'm doing very well. But this is what it looks like, and see now the place the weft is naturally facing should be the side you're placing your bond. All right, but then you just push it out of the way so it does not get stained. Yeah, for every one of it, make sure you watch where you're putting your bond, not just about anywhere, except what you the result you want to get is for a crazy skull cap. If you're coming from this back, if you know what I mean, if you're coming from this back when expression attachment was selling for 280 naira, then you know what a crazy skull cap is. So if that's the result you're aiming for, you don't even need to watch the direction of the wefts. Just put it anywhere and place it anyhow. Okay, but if that's not what you want to get a scorecard that is flat and giving. You want to make sure you don't put the bond just about anywhere. You want to know the direction where the thing is facing. Okay, so when you apply the bond, don't use it immediately. Give it some few seconds to just get tacky, but please not visibly tacky like your, you know what I mean, just a little. Just allow her to touch it. You could just blow it with the breeze from your mouth to just, you know, get it in place. Don't use it as wet as you just applied it. Okay, the next thing is you want to place it on your customized wig cap. Make sure your very first line is very close to the edges of the cap. We're trying to mimic a very realistic look that's going to make it look like you actually have this, you made this on your head and not a wig. So please pay attention to what I'm doing. I don't know what happened. I don't even know if this is bright from your end, but from my end it's not very bright because my phone is actually disturbing right now, and I'm doing this voiceover in the middle of the night because this is when the phone just said, "Hey, I'm out of coma." So I'm trying to hurriedly um, do this voiceover and just post it before the phone starts. The phone goes back. Okay, but don't worry, it will be fixed very soon. I have a lot of exciting things I want to do with you and for you. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, so always want to top up. If you pick a particular unit you're using, if it's looking too dry, don't use it like that. This is an easy weave, okay, but then you don't want it to just go bad after one or two times wearing. You want it to be durable. So if it's looking dry, do a little top up, touch the areas that are dried, and for after each application, please, you see those ends where your hand is, that end part. Ehen. If something is remaining, this one now we are actually using just about everything. But let's say you have extras you want to use again, always go in and top up. You will see me do that as we continue. I'll allow you watch because right now I'm just placing and placing, and please make sure your spacing is consistent. Don't overly space it and don't make it too dense. You want this to give you a very natural look. On a norm, one pack should always be enough. And if you use more than one pack, it should not be more than one pack and one extra bundle. Okay, but for this unit, I'm using just one pack. One pack is usually enough if your head is on the average to small size. Of course, you know we're working with head size. And that's about it. Just keep placing and make sure you don't miss where you're placing. Don't place. You know that there are a number of things under this cap, right? There are things I put on the mannequin to make it my size. We have a video on how to prep this. Okay, so just make sure you're placing it at the beginning of the cap and ending it. Don't do extra because you're going to be taking this off and everything underneath you're going to be taking it out. So you don't want to place your unit on those things you'll be taking out. You're going to ruin your extension. Right now, just keep following the same pattern, keep placing and keep placing. I'll allow you watch when it's time to switch pattern. I will come back and explain what exactly I am doing. Okay, now I want to work on the sidebars. You do something different for your sidebars. For every unit, you want to decide the placement you want to use. You want it not so close, and you want to keep it consistent. But by the sidebars, when you're working on your sidebars, please make it very close, almost like it's overlaying. This is for a purpose, and when I'm trimming, you will see why. Do that up to 4 to 5 times, and you're good for the both side. I don't think what I'm doing right here is very clear. Maybe I'll zoom in when I'm doing the second side so you understand very well. So you see my sidebar is already forming and it's dense. So it's not going to be facing Cameroon when I want it to face Congo. Okay, I have three right now. Oh, how many? I didn't count. So you see that I just put the bond. So I'm using my mouth to just blow some extra hair to make it a little tacky. I can't use it as wet as it's just, you know what I mean. So don't use wet. Don't just apply your bond and use it. Your work is going to be messy, and also don't allow it to dry. Just some few seconds. Allow hair touch it, or you blow it with your mouth and use. That's the fourth one, and this is the fifth one. So imagine doing 5 lines and I've not gotten past the ear. That means I'm literally placing one almost on the previous one. Okay, so that's what you want to do for your sidebars. So see how that is. You don't just continue with the way you're doing the back and get to the front and continue. You have to do your sidebars separately. So now let's continue until we do the second side of the sidebars, and I'll tell you what next. Okay, so we are ready to do the second side of the sidebars. Place your first one very close to the extension, and then the next one very close to that one, and then the third one very close to that one, and then the fourth one very close to that one, and then the fifth one extending to the one at the back. Got it? Yes. So now you just continue like nothing happened. Isn't that how you create your sidebars? The next thing, you don't want to start getting to the front right from here. It's quite still low. So I want you to notice what I'm doing. I'm not getting to the front. Just around, see, Just watch. I'll place this at the middle. That's because that's what's remaining. It's not like, uh so see what I'm gonna do next. Always pressing thoroughly when you do that. So I'm going to extend that a little bit because it was too short for what I wanted. But you see where I started, right? So that's because I don't want to get to the front yet. I want to get towards the middle before I start getting to the front. I don't know if what I'm explaining is clear, but just understand I'm done with my side bars. So naturally or normally, I'm supposed to go back to the forehead, like by start by the sidebars and continue, right? But no, I'm not doing that. I'm still restricting myself to the back of the ear so that I could take this back space a little upwards towards the middle space before I start getting to the front. So what you want to do is um, just a little below the previous one you've done. That's what you want to keep doing and keep going towards the front. I don't like explaining. I don't like explaining because my explanation might even make it more difficult. Yeah. So you see what I did now? Just keep going in front of each line, just a little space below that one. Continue until you get back to the sidebars. Now we're here. I've gotten to the sidebars. I just have like one more. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So you see, yes. You can see how we've gotten past even the middle. So if I had started going round from where we were, this will not give me the shape I'm looking at. So right now I want to start. Notice how close, very close I am to the edges of the net. That's what you want to do. This has to look very realistic. This has to look like you made it on your head and not as a weave. So pay attention to details. I'll just allow you watch until I'm going to be changing the pattern and then I'll come back and explain why.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. We can do nothing at all. So what? If you're stupid then you know there's nothing wrong. But you need.
Come. Let's just see. So at this point, you really can't continue going around. You just want to fill the sides in with little pieces. Continue filling until you have just a little space left, and then you just round it up. So here you have the very last piece, very last one. You want to carefully place it, and there you have it. I told you guys I was doing this voiceover in the middle of the night. I'm tired already. I want to sleep. Let's just round up and carefully so I'm done with the entire process right now. I'm just making sure everything stays flat using the tip of my scissors to press down, and just for yeah, now you want to start trimming. This is how to place your razor in your trimming comb. You can use single razor, you can use double, but I'll be fixing it too. Now I want you to see what I'm doing. I'm just using the normal side, not the razor side, to just comb it out. Divide from the ear area. Yes, divide from the top of the ear and start your trimming. Making sure to remove the hairs around the ear first and then trim it. Should I say? Can you see what I'm doing? After removing the sides of the ear, notice the direction of my comb changed. So I'll trim the left towards the right and the right towards the left. Can you see that? And then this side towards the other side. And that's basically what I'll be doing. My voice is already cracked because time has gone. I think I'll just stop talking now. This is like we're done. Just trimming through so you watch the remaining process.
Say what you wanna say.
Let me allow you watch, guys. Um, my phone, like I mentioned earlier, my phone is disturbing, so I would not be available for a few days. But as soon as I get my new phone, I will be doing a lot of exciting things with you guys, especially on my Facebook group. It is called Ventilating and Wig Making Hub. Just type that on Facebook and it will come up. Join the group. There's a lot. There's a lot I'll be doing. There's a lot of exciting things I'll be doing right there and here inclusive. Editing videos is not something that comes very easily with me. So I'm trying to eliminate having to do videos and then stay up like this to edit. I'll be doing a lot of live sessions where you can ask me direct questions. I'll be doing short videos too, but not the one I have to spend this much time editing. Okay, so guys, ventilating and wig making hub is the name of the group. Just search and join.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. We can do nothing at all. So what, if you're stupid then you know it's nothing wrong. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the
So
morning.
now we're done basically, and you want to take it off the mannequin and take out everything you used to support the mannequin to give me size 22 and a half. Okay, so I'd left this on for 2 days after making,
Say what you
so it's
wanna
completely
say to me
dried
now.
before trimming.
I
Right now I
wanna
just finished
wake up
trimming, so I
with
took
you
it out
in the
and
morning.
I'm going to
Show
be
me there's nothing
wearing
fake
it
to me now.
before I
I
even
wanna
get to see what it
wake
looks
up
like for
with
you
you
guys to
in the
see and tell
morning.
me
Say
how
what you
realistic it
wanna
is.
say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float
Bear in
around.
mind that I haven't actually
Eyes
seen what I look
closed,
like,
like we're
what this
dreaming
look
even
like.
when
I just finished
we're
trimming it
not.
and I did it on my head.
You and
But then
me got
it's
a
the end of
whole
this video.
other
I can't come back.
meaning, I
So I just had to
don't
show you
know
guys a finished look
how.
without me knowing what it
You
looks like.
and me just
I'll
know
see you guys in
how
the
it
next video.
feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now.
So you
I
see the
wanna
shape of
wake up with
my client's own is quite different from my own, and this one is another shape altogether. This one is another shape altogether. So you don't really have to trim particular shape every time. Just have a shape in mind, and there you have it. See you guys in my next video. Bye.